Instagram Live. We're going to be answering all of your Q&As that you've been sending in over the weekend, and obviously any questions that come through as well, we'll be keeping an eye on. I'm just going to check what's happening over here, and then we'll be joining you very, very shortly. Some questions still coming through here on Instagram. We'll be doing more Instagram Live soon as well, so fear not. Now we're heading now into autumn season, so we're going to be having some questions about how to keep your baby warm and dry in the baby carrier. No doubt that one comes up all the time, so we'll be answering some of those questions as well. Yeah, got some more Instagram questions just coming through. Okay, let's get to it. So the first question we've got here, which comes up all the time, is about the Ergobaby carrier. And the question is, my Ergobaby isn't comfy enough when I'm back carrying. So what should I do about it? Now, Ergobaby Omni carriers are suitable for all positions. That means you can use them for facing you, facing outwards from 4 months and on your back, but they don't make the world's best back carriers. So they're completely adequate, and for most people they're fine, but if you're wanting to back carry on a regular basis, you're probably going to want something that carries your baby a bit higher so they can see over your shoulder and a bit tighter. So what you tend to find with Ergobaby Omni carriers is that your baby's going to be sitting a bit low down and a bit loose, so it's not so comfy. You'll feel like you want to kind of hike them up a bit. Now, two really good alternatives to that are the Lenny Lamb carriers that look like this. You don't have to get rainbow ones. We have plain colours too. They have something called perfect fit adjusters. So you see these little webbings here. Now, this enables you to pull tight and all of the shoulder strap shortens, which means your child will sit higher up on your back, and it's going to be a lot comfier, especially for petite mums who won't necessarily get on well with Ergobabies on their back. Another carrier that's great is the Gococho. I think I've got one down here. This is a Gococho carrier. It's a bit more structured. It's really clever because you preload your child in there and just kind of swing them up onto your back, which is quite fun and really easy to do. So those carriers will take you up to a 3-year-old at least. There's a preschool version of the Lenny Lamb that goes all the way up to a 7-year-old. So whatever age of your child will have a back carrier to suit you. So to recap, the Ergobaby, yes, it's a common issue that it's not the comfiest thing in the world on your back. You can try tweaking it by bringing up the waistband, getting these shoulder straps as tight as possible, but the chances are if you're back carrying regularly, you're going to want to find a carrier that's more suited to back carrying, like a Lenny Lamb or a Gococho. Next question we've got here. Head support for a 6-month-old when back carrying in a Beco Gemini Cool. The Beco Gemini Cool is a very nice, neat little carrier, and it goes from about, from birth up to about an 18-month-old. And yes, you are probably going to want to use the little head support bit for back carrying. So you've got a piece that folds down and that poppers up to secure your baby's head. So when you're back carrying, which is from 6 months plus, you are probably going to want to use that little extra piece for some extra head support. Next question, one of my all-time favorites. What's the best baby carrier for a bad back? Well, if there was just one, then Where My Baby would only sell that one. But we sell a big range because the best baby carrier for a bad back is one that suits your body shape, that fits your baby's age and stage, and this is the most important part, is really well adjusted around your body and your baby's. So you can get the most fancy singing, all dancing baby carrier with all the gadgets and gizmos, but if it's not adjusted properly for your body, it's not going to be comfy. So this is why we offer a free video fit check with every purchase from Wear My Baby, to make sure that all the straps and the buckles are done up properly. So if you've got a bad back, then go onto the website, check out our recommendations of the best carriers. But essentially, any carrier that is adjusted really well for you is going to support your back and not put extra strain on it. Now, if you've already got a carrier and you're finding it's giving you backache, what I really recommend is you get in touch and book a video consultation with us. So we can do this anywhere in the world. It's £15 for half an hour with either myself or one of our team, and we'll go through what issues you've got with your carrier, and we'll tweak it and adjust it and get it fitted perfectly for you. And it may be that after that you still want to go for a different carrier, which is fine, but we'd rather try and save you money first and make sure you're getting on as well as possible with your existing carrier. Another Lenny Lamb question here. From what height can you use the Lenny Lamb preschool carrier? I've got a 9-month-old on the biggest settings on the Ergobaby. So it sounds like you've got quite a tall 9-month-old. We don't tend to work in heights. We would generally say the Lenny Lamb preschool carrier is ideal from the average height 15-month-old. So if your child is really, really comfortably in age 12 to 18-month clothes, it's probably going to be fine. If you've got, even with a very tall 9-month-old, I'd probably be sticking more to the Lenny Lamb upgrade. So the Lenny Lamb upgrade is great from about 1 month to a 2-year-old. So you're still going to get a whole chunk of time out of it. You'll get at least a year out of the Lenny Lamb upgrade, but I wouldn't size up too quickly to the Lenny Lamb preschool. The reason for that is that if your carrier is too big, your child is going to feel heavier. It sounds counterintuitive, but if you've got a very big carrier and there's lots of space, then your child's weight is going to slump away from you, and they're going to feel heavier. So imagine they're carrying a heavy box like this away from your body. You wouldn't. You put it into your body because the centers of gravity match and the weight feels a bit lighter. So don't size up too soon. For a tall 9-month-old, I would still stick to a Lenny Lamb upgrade, and they are fantastic. Next question we have, best carrier for a 2-month-old for a mum with big boobs. Now, I do find this a lot with mums have big boobs, especially if they're big for your frame. So if your rib cage is here, but your boobs are further out to the side, you can often find that these buckles and straps here tend to dig in quite a lot. And that's not fun. It can be quite uncomfortable having buckles and straps and things digging in, and it can even lead to things like mastitis and blocked ducts, which is even less comfortable. So a couple of options for the big boobed mums with a 2-month-old. Number one, once again, Lenny Lamb, because these Lenny Lamb upgrades and the preschool versions, hopefully you can see here, you've got buckles here, but you've got really soft, squishy padding on the backs of all of them. So this doesn't dig into your boobs. This is backed onto it, so it's really nice and comfy. Even better would be something called a Didymos Diddy Snap. So the Didymos Diddy Snap configures slightly differently to all other carriers because the shoulder straps don't just clip into the body panel, they actually clip into the waistband. So there's nothing in this part of your body. So if you're finding it really uncomfortable having any pressure near your boobs, check out the Didymos Diddy Snap. It's really, really intuitive, really pretty, and really nice for mums of all shapes and sizes, but particularly mums with big boobs. So that's the Diddy Snap from Didymos. Obviously, all of these are on our website, goes without saying, wearmybaby.co.uk. Do have a good rummage around and look online after this live. Next question, need a carrier for a tall, slim 1-year-old. So 1-year-olds are sometimes tricky to buy for in carriers, because they're getting towards the top end of baby carriers, but they're not necessarily big enough to go into toddler carriers. So a lot of toddler carriers, you need to be about the size of a 2-year-old. So for a 1-year-old, a slim, tall 1-year-old, I would probably go for, I'll get one to show you, a Manduka XT. Now, the Manduka XT is a absolute workhorse of a carrier, and it just does what it does brilliantly. They don't bring out lots of fancy versions all the time, but they're just fab. They look like this, come in quite a few plain colours, less of the zazzy designs with this one. The Manduka XT is really adjustable, so you can adjust the height here with this zip panel, and it's got some little tabs inside, so you can just slide the width along to make it narrower. The Manduka XT is brilliant from a couple of weeks old up to about a 3-year-old, I'd say. So for a tall 1-year-old, it's ideal. It's going to be really snug and supportive on parents of all shapes and sizes, and it's going to last you about another 2 years. So it's really, really, really good value for money. So that's the Manduka XT. Now, onto newborns. What's the best sling for a newborn? Baby number 2 is due next week, so it needs to be easy to use. Yes, this is a very common thing. We all like an easy to use baby carrier, but especially if you're running around after a toddler or a preschooler, then yeah, we need it to be quick and easy. The best easy sling then for a newborn, I would go for an Ismi baby carrier. We have them on sale at the moment, just £60. Super simple, super compact, incredibly easy to use. You just clip on around your waist, chuck your shoulder straps over, click it in, and away you go. Really, really lightweight. You can use it around the house and you can use it out and about. Loads of our families say these are sort of perfect for, you know, school run, dropping other kids off. Because it's so lightweight and compact, it can sit nicely under your coat as well. So going into cold weather, this is really nice to keep your newborn as snug to you as possible. Lovely for breastfeeding in as well. Loads of stuff on our website about breastfeeding in baby carriers if you need help with that. So my favourite easy sling, easy carrier for a newborn, the Ismi baby. It's awesome. Right. Another question coming in through here from Insta. Oh yeah, here we go. Best way to keep baby dry when doing the school run in the rain. So this is the classic question. You got your baby in your carrier and suddenly it starts tipping down. Now, umbrellas can be great, but they also blow around a lot and you don't always have one with you. Now, my favorite thing, full stop, is to get a baby wearing coat that looks like this. These are our Mamalila soft shell jackets, all-time bestsellers. And you can see here they've got a really clever insert that zips into the front of the coat with a hood for your baby to keep them warm and dry. We've got loads of demo videos of these on our YouTube channel, so you can see exactly how they work. But they're this kind of perfect solution really, because they fit on around any baby carrier, and you'll be completely watertight, completely windproof, waterproof. They're really, really good for carrying your child on your front or on your back. Now, if you don't want to go the whole hog with a coat, you can get a, here we go, a bundle bean baby wearing cover. Very, very compact, and it works like this. You can see here it fits over your baby carrier, again on your front or on your back. Really, really neat. It's, yeah, fully waterproof, fully windproof. It just goes over your head essentially like an apron and covers your baby carrier really, really neatly. So that's a fab solution as well. So yeah, Mamalila soft shell coats. We have loads of other coats that Wear My Baby also, so you can have a browse, or those bundle bean covers. And the bundle beans also come in a fleece lined version, so if you live somewhere cold, you want something thicker for winter, then those are awesome too. I think that's all the questions we've got for now. We'll be doing loads more Q&As as we get into autumn. September, October is the baby season, as we all know. So keep your questions coming through. We'll be doing another Instagram live next week. So stay in touch. If you've got any questions in the meantime, drop us a DM, and please, please, please hit like for the video and subscribe to the channel for all your baby wearing updates. Thanks so much.